Welcome to Suncoast View. I'm Joey Panic. Answers come to light about last week's internet outage. And don't post that selfie just yet. A Florida law you may not know about could make for some social media trouble this election season. We'll discuss.
Hi, I'm Nikki Logan Curran, owner of Hitched and Honey, and today's Sounds of the Suncoast has a cause. It's time to give hunger the blues.
I'm Bo Beth, and we're getting ready for a haunted Halloween with some creepy crafts.
And I'm Linda Carson. You may have heard me say before how much I love a good murder story. Well, there is now a musical based on it. We'll preview Assassins from the Manatee Performing Arts Center. All that and more right now on Suncoast View. They're watching.
We're already having a good time. Welcome to the show. Stephanie is off today, but I'm super happy to be back with you ladies again. And also so happy to welcome back Nikki Logan Curran.
Thank you.
Welcome.
It's always nice to be here.
Well, last time you were here, you gave us beer, but we're happy to see you. It was you we were happy to see, not the beer.
Yes, we brought Chef Ray today.
Well, that's good.
There you go.
But you're getting ready for, the beer was in honor of Sip the Sunshine, which is this coming weekend.
Yes, it's this weekend, October 29th. We're really, really excited. We have 51 breweries coming from all over the state, 7 chefs, so there's something for everybody. Blues Traveler, Heavy Pets, Have Gun Will Travel, Job Movement. So
Wow.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good day.
Fun. And you know, it couldn't be better to be outside right now. That's at least how I feel. I love this cool weather.
It was great this weekend.
I need a repeat of yesterday,
Yes.
verbatim.
Yes.
And that'll be a perfect day.
Go ahead and put in that order right now with Bob Harrigan.
Yes.
All right. And speaking of, you mentioned Chef Ray from Madison's is in the kitchen. Chef Ray, we're so happy to see you. We love when you bring us sweets.
Oh, I love being here. Thank you.
What are we making today?
Today we're going to do crepes.
Oh,
Yes.
Wow.
crepes. Wow. And is it a particular fall flavor?
Well, we're going to do a sweet crepe. We're doing a crepe Suzette and a bananas Foster, but I also have a fall one. This is a pumpkin mousse filled crepe. This is a strawberries and cream crepe. And then crepes don't always have to be sweet. This is a savory spinach, mushroom, and feta.
Oh.
There's a crepe for every occasion.
I'm
And,
liking that.
you know, we should remember that you are the pastry chef who did our beautiful anniversary cake.
I did.
For a special anniversary show. There it is.
That was so awesome.
It was amazing.
Unbelievable.
Yes, shaped like a television set. And we couldn't believe that the entire cake was edible.
edible.
The
And you
entire
know what?
thing was edible.
They
It was sitting on the
destroyed.
sand.
They
Yes.
ate the entire
Yes,
cake.
actually, Chef Ray, I hate to say this is what became
Oh,
the
my.
cake. Yes. Nothing short of animals in our
Wasn't just for show.
studio devoured it. But it was beautiful and tasty.
I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
You didn't expect it to look like that, did you?
No.
That's not how it started. Well, we're excited to join you a little bit later on. Now, this was a big weekend for a bunch of the ABC7 family. They were everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yes. So Stephanie actually emceed the first Caribbean dinner, the Caribbean theme for JDRF. That's Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. There she is with one of the members of the organization. And then Linda, you and almost the entire family were out with Bob
Yes.
Harrigan Saturday morning.
We've been doing this. I've got pictures of me at this walk going back 20 years. But you know what? We are making a difference. So many survivors were there this weekend, more than I have ever seen.
Wow.
So it just gives you such a great feeling that if we bond together, we can make a difference.
Yeah, it gives hope. It gives hope to everyone.
Yes,
So
it
it's good.
does.
It's a great event, and it was a beautiful day. You all looked wonderful. And speaking of looking wonderful, Alex Redmond looked beautiful in her dress for the can dance, and she looked beautiful with the accessory. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the mirror ball
Yes,
trophy.
she won.
She took home the trophy for the overall highest fundraiser for Community AIDS Network on Saturday
And
night.
that's what
that's
it's all about.
amazing.
You should have seen her dance, though. It was like Dancing with the Stars. I mean, she's up over his head, down between his legs, swinging around. I was so scared she was going to get hurt.
She was fabulous. I heard she was wonderful, and what a great cause. And what a great,
yes.
She really raised a ton. And Bobeth, you were out and about too.
So I spent my Saturday with the Girl Scouts. They had their annual media event, and I was one of the panelists and talked to those beautiful girls, and it was just amazing.
That's great.
So I had a lot of fun with them.
And they've just launched a new junior kind of media group, right? With the
Yep.
Girl Scouts.
So it's they try to get the kids prepared for being and talking in front of other people. So it's not just the media; they do photography, just public speaking, things like that. And it was just amazing to see how, you know, when you think of kids, sometimes you don't realize how intelligent they were. And I was like, whoa, these girls blew me away. They had great questions for, you know, our conversation. stations, and then, you know, we talked about media and how it portrays women. It was just amazing.
Oh, that's great. Well, what a great role model they had.
Oh, look at that.
And I hope they let you
Who
taste
knew?
the s'mores, the new s'more flavor, which
They did. I have a box.
You do?
Oh, they gave me a
She's
box as a
holding
gift.
out on us.
I didn't open it yet. Maybe I'll bring it in and let you taste
I think
one.
maybe
That'd be
Deb-
nice.
Yes.
Just like
Maybe.
one.
She
Maybe.
promised on air, so that means we'll get one this week. All right, it is time for our first hot topic. You may have been affected by the internet outage that happened last Friday that affected a number of popular websites, from Twitter to Amazon to Netflix, dozens more. The sites are now restored, but many users are left asking, how did this hack happen? Well, to start, the outage wasn't exactly a hack, as many are calling it. Instead, it's a DDoS attack, or what that means is a distributed denial of service. A DDoS involves a group of people using a large number of computers to overload the websites in question. So think of it more like a traffic jam. So these guys dropped in triple the amount of cars that the highway could normally handle. What's noteworthy about this outage is that the group didn't just use computers or phones. Experts believe they used smart devices like refrigerators, washing machines, and other appliances that connect to the web. Now, with WikiLeaks being such a major topic of the election this year, and this is not the first web attack that we have had, certainly our financial industry has seen it. Are you all concerned? Does this change the way you're going to use technology?
So I've always been concerned about this. I'm like that paranoid person. I feel like at some point when you put everything in the control of the internet or the cloud or something like that, at any moment those things could go down and you'll just be stuck without whatever it is you put up there.
My Facebook was hacked last week, and for some reason it was saying, I was just given $100,000. Email me if you want some. And several people believed it.
And they were emailing
They were
you?
emailing me. My grandson, my step-grandson, I got an email from him saying, yes, I'll take some. And he's only 24 and he was fooled. A lot of people, you didn't hear from me.
No.
I'm glad I didn't offer you $100,000.
Yes.
I didn't really get it.
I
would've
saw a
just-
friend request, and the reason I knew it was fake was it said you only have 9 mutual friends, and I thought, I have more mutual friends with Linda than 9. Nikki, what
So
about
glad
you?
you didn't fall for it.
Are you, how tech-driven are you, and will this change it?
She's sitting on her phone. Come on.
I have to be online all the time for my job, for events and social media and marketing and all of that stuff. So I kind of feel like we're at this place now where there's nothing we can do about it. We're going to be online all the time. You can take what measures you can, change your passwords often, but that's the world we live in. You know, I can't live in that state of fear all the time, but people should honestly not keep falling for you won $1,000 or I'm stuck in Japan and I can't get home, send me your credit card number, like.
See, and I also don't believe in there's no privacy. I feel like if we really believe that our stuff is private, then we're crazy, because I'm sure there's some means of getting anything that we have on our phone, our computers, anywhere. So I don't believe in any of that stuff anyway.
But for every offense, there's got to be a defense. There's got to be a way we can fight back. The minute I notified Facebook that this had happened, it was down in seconds. So we've got to find a way to counteract against this.
It's true, and even when bank accounts, I hate to admit this, but when bank accounts get compromised, when mine has, I slough it off. Oh, it's an inconvenience. I have to go get a new debit card.
Yeah.
But I really don't.
I don't get all
concerned.
crazy about it.
Yeah.
It's happened to me twice before, and so I
getting
don't.
lax.
It's just
I
like
guess
plot
we're
twist.
just getting used to it now.
Well,
Yeah.
the interesting thing about these smart devices, the appliances, is that they don't have an extra layer of security because they
They're
are
a
connected to the web.
refrigerator.
Exactly. So we'll
You
probably
know?
end up seeing password-protected refrigerators. Before the
I
end
don't
of the
think
year.
I need a refrigerator with the internet.
No, I hope
I mean,
not.
maybe I'm not that techy.
I was in Best Buy and I said that refrigerator was really good. I mean, I'm walking by and it's playing music.
And it
you
says,
walk,
hi, Bobette.
Yeah, it does. It tells you all kinds of stuff. It tells
Maybe
you
it'll
what's in there,
post
what you
a
need.
picture of, if it posts a picture of me eating after, after late night snacks, then it could shame
Yeah, it'll
me.
be like, are you sure you want that, Joey? Are you
Yes.
sure?
Well,
It'll
speaking
start
of,
talking.
speaking of pictures, early voting begins today in Sarasota and Manatee counties. And reports show that over 1 million Florida residents have already cast their votes by mail. These numbers might suggest that people are eager to vote, or either that or they're just eager for the election to be over. But voting officials want to remind you to be careful how you share your excitement. In other words, no selfies. In Florida, it is illegal to take photos of your mail-in ballot, as well as photos inside polling places. So they're advising you should not grab a selfie of yourself in the booth, outside the booth, or anywhere around the booth, as much as you might be excited to share your experience with the world. Now, you know that there's been a big push to try to get people to vote. So did you think this would become a problem, that there are too many people taking pictures of themselves voting?
Well, what's the
Yeah,
consequence?
but why can't you take a picture of yourself voting? I think that's encouraging other people to vote, you know?
Apparently, from what I understand, it has something to do with candidates could then reward you for your vote. So I believe that it's still under the idea of trying to keep your vote private.
When I first came here, the laws were very different. We were able to go into a booth with a voter, the TV station. So we'd go in when you voted and come
And
down
zoom
vote,
in on the
and then
ballot?
up to your face. And we did this over and over. Then it became illegal. And the funny thing was, then it became illegal, so we used the old video. And finally I was saying, hey, that guy in that picture, he's dead.
Oh, wow, Linda.
Can't keep
wow.
using it. Well, just be careful, so don't snap photos of
You
yourself.
still have your I
in the
voted
booth.
sticker, so
What
you can do
about,
that
Yes,
selfie.
what if you
that's
did a
true.
mail-in ballot? You don't see the actual, you know, what you voted, but you take a selfie
Yeah.
at the mailbox.
You know, I've seen a lot of them actually posted online, and my understanding, and I,
Still?
double check this, is that I don't believe you can fill out the
can't show
bubble.
what you've done.
Yes, so don't cast your vote. So, yeah, keep an eye on that vote. In relationships, who usually says "I love you" first? Well, a recent article has the answer, but the reasons, sort of like the words, are a little bit complicated. A study from Psychology Today states that in heterosexual relationships, men are typically the first to say "I love you," and usually in the first few weeks of the relationship. However, the study says it hardly comes from a place of honesty. Some men often think, no surprise here, that saying "I love you" guarantees sex earlier in a relationship, while other men might feel pressure to take the lead and initiate the next step of the relationship. The study says that women, on the other hand, are far choosier and often prefer to hear the phrase after sex.
Ha!
All right, ladies, fess up.
I've got to hear it before or there'll be no sex.
That's funny.
Yes.
I don't believe anybody.
So you
when they
fall
tell
for the
me I
tricks.
love you. Yeah, I don't
Well, it
believe
works.
you.
I got married twice.
Oh, that's so funny. When people say things like that, I tell them I don't believe them. That's it. I don't believe you. And they're like, oh my God, you're so cynical. Yeah, I am. Next.
Well, there's so much weight attached to those words, and I'll
Yes.
say
Well, that's
to a
the
friend,
problem
"Oh, I
because
love you."
you don't even know me. Like it's been like a week and you're telling me you love me. Okay, sir, you're crazy. Come on.
Nikki, we've talked to you a lot about relationships in the past. Are you and I love you first?
I love so many things. I think that word, I think it has a shameful, all of this sort of rules around it when it comes to relationships. I think you can love someone very, very quickly. I mean, David and I had literally one date and we're like, that's it. This is going to be.
Friday night too.
Yeah, like it was on. But I think a lot of people misuse that, and obviously to get some sexy time. But I don't know. I just think if you're truthful and you're going into a relationship with integrity, then just
And
do
you
it.
have to save it because it's not special
Oh,
if you
yeah.
say it to everybody.
I
So it
waited
should
a
be
long time, and it was
used
real hard.
rarely.
I really am cynical then, because I'm telling you, even when it's been a while, I always feel like you don't know me well enough to say those words.
Well,
So
here's
I
the
don't
horrible
believe
thing.
you.
It doesn't last. You may love somebody with all your heart, and then it goes away.
Well, is it the German language, I think, that has like 7 different words for love? So, I mean, they basically,
See,
they
I
take
like
a
that.
complicated emotion, and so maybe it is
And-
that I'm enamored of you, I'm obsessed
Yeah.
with you, I'm,
Yeah.
attracted to you.
Yeah.
But we just have the
Right.
one word to kind of lump it in.
Right.
Lump everything in.
Yes. Well, something else we love, or at least I'll fess up, I love wine. We've got a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
wine drinkers here on the Suncoast, and with the holidays rapidly approaching, we think we might have found your next stocking stuffer. Meet the Guzzle Buddy, a new invention that helps you drink straight from the bottle. Yes, that is a bottle topper, conveniently shaped like a goblet. It turns the entire bottle into a wine glass. As you tilt the bottle, the Guzzle Buddy will gently aerate the wine. And I love their tagline, pouring is boring. So what do you think? Is this going on your list?
That is 100%
I want
going to
this.
come unattached, and wine is going to be all over your outfit.
Exactly.
It does not look very ladylike when you're drinking out of the whole bottle.
Well, you can just save time. You don't have to pour.
It's true.
I think this is good.
Well,
you don't
just-
have to wash anything, and then you won't look as bad if you're drinking the bottle.
I
by
am
yourself.
going to buy one, though, for a friend of mine, and she may not, it's a relative.
Yes.
She may not think it's a compliment, but
Well, that way you could say, I only went home and I had one glass.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there you go.
There you go.
That's
Your glass
true.
just was was never ending.
Right, well, from good gifts to great models, the world may have found our next top model. She has many of the traits that you might expect of a supermodel. She's tall, she's lean, she has long flowing hair. Meet the 5-year-old Afghan hound named T.
Oh, wow.
Her luscious locks have made her an internet sensation. Her Facebook photo has been shared over 1 million times. T's owner says that their weekend walks draw a large crowd, and while T pretends she doesn't need the attention, she secretly loves it. Sounds like
Oh,
she'll fit
wow.
right into
Yeah.
the supermodel world.
Look at her.
Yes, she's an Australian Afghan hound.
I would
Gorgeous.
hate to be in that house, though. If she sheds,
There's-
oh
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like,
There's
if I have
hair
that much of
everywhere.
my own long hair, I don't need the dog.
And one thing I know about Afghans, they are like supermodels. You'd better approach them with care. They don't like people coming up and fondling all over them without being able to identify that person.
Yes, well, we'll see if her 15 minutes of fame last a little longer. Well, right now, we're going to check in with our happy hour forecast. When we come back, we're going to get spooky and crafty with some Halloween arts and crafts.
Good afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with your happy hour forecast. Looks great today. Beautiful out there. Lots of sunshine, just some high cirrus clouds moving on by at times. Temperature currently at 82 degrees and the dew point really low. And look at that humidity, 37%. East to northeast winds rather light at 6 miles an hour. The pressure way up there, 30-14. And that continues to rise this afternoon. You can see a lot of dry air around over the weekend is slowly sinking off to the south and east. Some high variety cloudiness moving in from the west, creating this beautiful sky that we're seeing right now. It looks like it'll stay that way. No anticipation of any rainfall over the next few days either. Look at these dew point temperatures, pretty low into the low 50s right now at Sarasota Braden Airport, 54 in Orlando, in the 40s over the Panhandle. We're looking for another cool night tonight. We will see some 50s into the inland areas, and the overnight forecast is calling for lows near the coast anyway, in the low 60s under generally fair skies. Rest of the week's forecast coming up at 5. See you then.
It's a week of all things creepy and crawly, so we're going to give some delightful, frightful Halloween paper products a try. Allison Tanner designs and sells do-it-yourself patterns for all types of paper crafts, and she's here to help us today with a nice, creepy little design for our Halloween.
Nice to be here.
Nice,
Thank you,
and
Bobette.
thanks for coming. So, when you're talking about paper cutting, what is it and how does that work?
Well, paper cutting is an old craft. I've been doing it since childhood. It involves the use of an X-Acto knife and scissors. And the supplies are readily available. They're inexpensive. You basically just need glue, your scissors, the paper pattern, X-Acto knife, and a cutting mat.
So you brought in a project for us to try. So tell us what we're going to be making today.
Today we're making this 3-dimensional stand-up Halloween decoration for your table. It's something that is made very quickly. We can do it in about 4 or 5 steps. And we're going to start with the use of an X-Acto knife. I'd like to teach you the technique of using the X-Acto knife.
Please do.
Okay. So
Because it looks a little dangerous.
first of all, ladies, you want to hold it as if it was a pen or a pencil.
Okay.
Okay. And we're going to cut out today just the eyes to get started on our pattern. I like to use an X-Acto knife to cut the interior shapes of our designs. I then follow up with the use of scissors. But right now we're going to use the X-Acto knife. So as you would a pen or a pencil, what you want to do is press the tip of your blade into the cutting line and draw it towards yourself.
Okay.
Is the knife more precise than scissors?
It can be for interior cuts, Joey.
And we are using a paper cutter board.
Yes, exactly. You have
Turn it around.
I don't know what it is.
Yes.
Right.
We're
So-
replacing the table tomorrow.
So as you're drawing that knife to yourself, then you shift left, and where the 2 lines intersect, what I'd like you to do is cut just slightly beyond that and draw the knife towards yourself. This is going to eliminate whiskering and allows the paper to remove itself easily without tugging. Go left again, shift left, where the 2 lines intersect, go slightly towards that, slightly past it, draw the knife towards yourself, shift left again. What you want to do is always make sure that you're moving freely on your cutting board. The knife is always moving freely. You're always cutting just past the intersection, and if you've done it successfully, the piece of paper will fall away cleanly. If not, you got to go back and just go to where that line intersects and cut it again.
The moment of
Okay?
truth.
All right,
Yes,
come on,
it
Linda.
should pop
I feel
out.
like Linda's just gonna do it.
Got it.
Yay! She's
Okay,
got
let's
it.
do more.
So I got
Wonderful. Okay. So, ladies, what we do is we continue with the use of the X-Acto knife strictly on the interior. So go ahead and cut your other eye the way I just instructed, the nose, the mouth. And Nikki has the result of having cut all
Hold
the
the other one
interior
up.
pieces first. This pattern has 2 pieces.
So how
She's
long
cut-
did this take?
The entire project might take an hour and a half to 2 hours to finish the entire thing. Okay, so when you have the interiors cut with your X-Acto knife, number 3, Linda has it.
Number 3.
And what she is showing us is she has then cut the entire exterior out with her scissors. I like to cut exterior, trim away with scissors. And here again are the 2 parts that we have trimmed. Part 4, after Linda has completed her artwork, we will glue it on a large background. I have a big orange background. Take Elmer's glue, my favorite glue, and just glue that on there. Don't feel that you have to do it entirely. Some of it can be free, and it looks more three-dimensional that way.
Yeah.
And then finally, Joey has the finished product where we have accordion folded it so that it will stand up. So I have mountain and valley folds, and this way it's three-dimensional.
And you can also cut all along the top to kind of line
yes,
it.
thanks, Bobeth.
I
Forgot
like
about
this.
that. What you can do, which I think adds to it, is trim away the excess with your scissors. Again, I like exterior work done with scissors. Trim it, as we would say, it's echoed. We've echoed the shape. We have then revisited the accordion fold, and it stands up. Now, of course, you can leave it, you know, this way,
Now,
too.
Allison, I
You
have
don't-
to ask. You
this is
mentioned you've been
amazing.
doing this since you were a kid.
Childhood,
Is
yes.
there another, as far as X-Acto knives, is there a safety one for kids? Or obviously you're not going to leave a child playing with it.
No,
but
you know what? Then I would recommend that the child you
Use
can
a scissor?
certainly do the scissor. Yes, you're going to poke it. Okay. I prefer the use of an X-Acto knife. It's a cleaner,
Do it
easier
with
cut.
do it with the child.
Yes.
You know, when you're there.
Yes.
to
Well,
supervise
certainly,
it,
right.
make sure it's a
But
little bit
scissors,
safer.
you certainly can do it exclusively with scissors.
It's great.
This is
And
fun.
this is a good
Thank
thing.
you.
You can
I
keep the
love
kid
doing
occupied
this.
for a very long time with
Yes.
these projects.
Or
I like this
Bobeth,
idea.
you'll be very good at
It's
this.
a great family thing to do. People
It
love
is.
this to do as a family get-together,
Well,
family
thank you so
event.
much, Allison.
Nice
And you know,
to
if
be
you guys
here.
want to find out more about any of Allison's crafts, you can visit her at papercuttingbyallison.com and get tips on these or even order some. And then we'll be right back, and we're giving hunger the blues with our Sounds of the Suncoast. We'll be back.
My name's Emma. I'm 15. I was bullied all through middle school. That's when I was diagnosed with depression, anxiety, and an eating disorder.
It's like I'm stuck. It's like impossible to move. And I just feel like people just will think I'm making it up.
You need to tell someone because people do care and you're not alone. I don't think depression makes me a bad person. I think it makes me stronger.
The kitchen is where life happens. Minnesota Flooring now offers a wide variety of beautiful quality craft-made cabinetry to make sure the heart of your home reflects your style. Visit us today at our new kitchen and bath cabinetry locations.
An important message for Americans eligible for Medicare.
Are you receiving all the benefits available to you? Do you know there is money available to lower your Medicare prescription costs?
Now's the time to find the coverage that's right for you at the right price. The way to do that is to explore your options. You can spend hours doing that yourself, or you can call Health Markets and let us do the legwork for you with no cost or obligation. We'll search a variety of plans from nationally recognized companies to find the coverage that's the best fit for you at a price that fits your budget, and we'll do it at no charge to you.
Plus, you may be able to save money on prescriptions. We'll tell you if you qualify.
Why pay a penny more than you have to for an insurance policy?
Let us find you the right plan at the right price and see if you qualify to lower your prescription costs.
Put our free service to work for you at no charge.
Call the number on the screen now to make sure you're getting all the benefits you deserve. Don't wait. Call now.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPB.
We're singing the blues on the Suncoast this weekend, and all for a very good cause. It's the 20th annual Giving Hunger the Blues Music Festival, and headliner R.J. Howson is here with a preview in today's Sound of the Suncoast.
Deep down in Florida, you know that sunshine damn near every day. Deep down in Florida, you know the sunshine every day. We're gonna go down to Giving Hunger the Blues. Get down with our friends and play. I believe I'll go way back on down south. I wanna go see some friends of mine. I believe I'll go way back on down south. I wanna go see some friends of mine. 'Cause when we go this time, fellas, I know we're gonna have a real good time.
The Giving Hunger the Blues Music Festival is Sunday, October 30th, with many of our area's best bands outside the Van Wezel. For tickets and info, please visit givinghungertheblues.org. Thank you again, RJ. Next time, based on murder from Manatee.
Yes, a musical based on murder from Manatee Players when we come back.
Our dad is an incredible man, a great father, and a hero who served his country well. He worked hard to take care of us. Now we take care of Dad with the help of Granny Nannies.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
Mom was diagnosed with Alzheimer's at 58 years old.
For me, it was heart-wrenching.
It takes a toll on everyone. I mean, it's a depressing disease to watch unfold before your eyes.
You just don't see the person's soul's like gone.
This disease just ravages a family.
It changes your life.
The magnitude of it is indescribable.
Now is the moment. If we work together, we can stop this epidemic.
Contact Bright Focus and learn more.
I am the resident district manager on the FAU campus for Chartwell. Whenever I see Haley, I do not see a person with a disability. I see a person with extraordinary abilities. Haley is always smiling. She's always on time. She gives fantastic customer service and is always focused on any job that she's given.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
They took that stress and that tension when I was particularly feeling very bad after that nasty car accident, and it was such a relief to know that I didn't have to bear that burden alone, that I had help.
Our goal is to not just get a satisfactory settlement on their case. We want them up on their feet, happy again, they've gotten their life back.
Sarasota Opera presents Donizetti's Don Pasquale. 6 performances from October 28th through November 13th. Reserve your tickets at sarasotaopera.org.
Granny Nannies. We've been making house calls for over 25 years. When you need home health care services, there really is no place like home.
Grandma! A helping hand and a gentle heart.
And welcome back to Suncoast View. If you're just joining us, we are in the kitchen with Chef Ray from Madison's. We're going to be making crepes. Give us a little tip. How do we get the right crepe batter?
Well, first of all, I think the crepe batter should be made a day ahead of time. And it works best when it's very cold. And people are very intimidated with crepes, and it is the easiest thing in the world. The biggest hint would be make sure you have a non-stick Teflon pan if you don't have a special crepe pan. I mean, everybody should have an egg pan at home. And it won't stay. Everybody should.
Yes, if you don't, you better. Well, we're very excited to join you, and we'll see if anyone can make crepes when we come into the kitchen later on. Linda?
There is nothing more interesting to me than a good murder story. And it's not just me, guys. Come on, because there are hundreds of books and movies and TV series based on it. And the Manatee Players is doing the ultimate. They're putting a murder plot to music in their new show, Assassins. And here to tell us more about it is the producing artistic director, Rick Kirby. Assassins. Oh, thank you, Rick. This is my kind of show.
Perfect for Halloween, right?
Yes.
So excited when she heard about this, so you
Tell
made her
us
day.
the story.
Well, it's a Stephen Sondheim musical, and you know how we love doing Sondheim at the Manatee Players. It's a what if. So there are 9 assassins. There are 4 who actually killed presidents and 5 who attempted.
Oh, so it's all about killing presidents.
It's a history lesson, really.
Oh, okay.
It is based on historical facts.
Oh, really?
Absolutely, yeah.
And 9 people have attempted to kill presidents?
That's very true.
And 4 really did?
4 were successful.
Wow, and they all get together?
Yes, and they meet up in the same place, and we get to sing and dance about it.
Oh, wow, is that
Yeah.
so?
So the assassons sing and dance?
Of course,
Oh,
yes.
that is
Like any good
hilarious.
assassin should.
What are the names of some of the songs?
And eat chicken, apparently.
Oh, look, what are they singing about?
Chicken.
Kentucky Fried Chicken?
Yes, yeah.
We probably
there's
know a
little-
lot of these names, don't we? Like, obviously, we
Of
know John
course.
Wilkes Booth, and we know Lee Harvey Oswald.
Absolutely, and we brought 2 performers today who are playing Squeaky Fromme and John Hinckley. And of course, John Hinckley tried to assassinate Ronald Reagan because he was obsessed with Jodie Foster to prove his love. And Squeaky, of course, was obsessed with Charlie Manson. And to prove her love for Charlie, she tried to kill Jerry Ford.
So there are love songs in this.
I like to say,
all about
it's
love,
just
Linda.
a simple love song, really. That's what we're going to do today.
Concerned? I mean, I have to ask what I think we're all thinking, which is in this election year where people have such displeasure for the candidates, are you concerned that the timing's good, but maybe too good?
Well, we choose our shows at least a year and a half out. So we knew we'd be in the middle of this political drama, but who knew it was going to be so intense.
Yes.
So yes, it does have a little of those squirmy moments for me, but it's part of reality, It's the world we live in, so why not?
How does music help in the middle of all this?
Well, it sounds very heavy and dark, which it is, but it has a lot of really funny moments in it. So you'll go away laughing and thinking. I think that's the important part about it.
So
It makes
it's
you
not
think.
a new show, is it?
No, it actually was early 90s was the original production, but of course it was revived, which kind of put it back on the radar for us. That was probably, I don't know, 10 years ago now.
Okay.
And it's not done very often, so it's fun to go back and revisit these older.
Why did you choose
Yeah,
this
that's
one?
what I was
All
thinking.
the plays in the
Of
world.
all
Why
of
did
them,
you choose this
murder.
one? No, that I get. That I
Besides
get.
making
It's
Linda
the
happy,
music
yes.
I'm questioning.
Well, love Stephen Sondheim. We try to do one per year. My
good.
goal is to work my way through the entire cycle. So that's my
The
ultimate
Sondheim
goal.
cycle.
Yeah.
I've heard something like that somewhere. Work for the opera, it'll work for the
That's
matinee.
right.
We're all watching Making a Murderer on Netflix. I guess maybe there is this cultural idea of trying to get around what goes into someone's brain.
That is so true. You really get to see the psychological side of each of these characters and see why they did this and made those choices.
Now we're going to hear a song from it. Can you set up the song for us?
Well, I think I kind of already did. This is Squeaky Frome and John Hinckley, and they're singing Worthy of Your Love.
Oh, okay. So romantic.
I am nothing. You are wind and water and sky. Jody, tell me, Jody, how I can earn your love. I would swim oceans, I would move mountains, I would do anything for you. What do you want me to do? I am unworthy of your love. Jody, Jody, let me prove worthy of your love. Tell me how I can earn your love, set me free. How can I turn your love to me?
I am nothing. You are wind and devil and God. Charlie, take my blood and my body for your love. Let me feel fire, let me drink poison. Tell me to tear my heart in two, if that's what you want me to do. I am unworthy of your love, Charlie, darling. I have done nothing for your love. Let me be worthy of your love, set you free.
I would come take you from your life.
I would come take you from your cell.
You would be queen to me, not a wife.
I would crawl belly deep through hell.
Baby, I'd die for you.
Baby, I'd die for you.
Even though I will always know I am unworthy of your love. Jody, darling, let me prove worthy of your love. I'll find a way to earn your love. Wait and see. Then you will turn your love to me. Your love to me.
My goodness.
Wow,
Assassins.
all right.
Manatee Performing Arts Center, October 27th to November 13th. Just go to manateeperformingartscenter.com for ticket information and times. You can't miss this one. I'm certainly not going to. Next, graphic design artist is going to share some secrets with us.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC7 News Update.
Good afternoon, I'm Haley Wilgus. Here's what we're working on for 5 o'clock. 2 separate armed robbery attempts by 4 men in masks. What the Manatee and Charlotte County Sheriff's Office saying about the break-ins. And voters in Florida cast their ballots. How early voting is going so far on the Suncoast. We'll check in at one of those polling locations. Now, let's head over to Bob.
Tell you what, right now it's looking generally fair across the area as a result of a high pressure ridge, Haley, looking really nice from our tower cam. Again, the current conditions are mostly sunny, 82 degrees, the dew point temperature really low. It's 53 right now. The humidity 37%. Winds are out of the east northeast, very light at 6. The evening planner looks great, mostly fair skies and temperatures dropping down to the upper 60s by 11 o'clock. No threat of any rainfall around. Look at the dry air still in place. We'll have the latest in the forecast at 5. See you then.
ABC7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Pro Cream by Dr. Anna, known as the facelift in a bottle, is an all-natural anti-aging formula that tightens skin and muscles, making you look younger. It's made in Sarasota with real pearls, Chinese herbs, and no preservatives. Visit our store or at pearlcreambydranna.com.
I owed the IRS $10,000.
I owed the IRS $20,000.
The IRS garnished my wages.
They put a lien on my house.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency in the world. They do not give up until you pay.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited. I called Tax Solutions Now, and a great big weight was lifted off my shoulders.
I called Tax Solutions Now, and they got the IRS off my back.
Tax Solutions Now had my wage garnishment lifted in 48 hours.
Tax Solutions Now can get you help. Our agents know the rules, can stop the pain, and get you the best deal.
We saved our home and overcame the most powerful collection agency in the world.
We connect you with a team of former IRS agents and tax professionals who get the IRS off your back. Time is running out. Call Tax Solutions Now.
Call 1-800-565-7740. That's 1-800-565-7740.
ABC7's My Suncoast News app is better than ever with a brand new design that's faster and easier to use. Download our free My Suncoast News app on your mobile device at your app store of choice. Powered by the Eye Associates, providing sight for life.
Well, we love our makeover segments here on Suncoast View, and earlier this year, we got a makeover of our own with our new show logo, colors, and new graphics. And today, we're joined by the man behind our new look, Lucas Calavecchio of Hub Studios, and he's going to talk some of the design apps and resources that he used to bring us our new look. So, Lucas, we asked you to create a brand new look for Suncoast View going into season 2, and most of our viewers might not even remember when we made that change. So, you know, when you picked our present look, what were you thinking? What were you going for?
Well, overall, I was just kind of looking at the nature of the show itself. I mean, it's a vibrant show. All of your personalities are, you know, pretty out there, and it's a diverse show. There's a range of subjects here. But also just taking a look at the community at large, you know, Sarasota and the Suncoast. It's a bright community, it's vibrant, we've got colors that pop all over the place. You can see here in this open that I made for you guys, I really just tried to, you know, saturation of colors. When we're walking down the beach at sunset, I mean, these are the colors that become apparent to me. Also, Sarasota is, you know, pretty well known for the mid-century modern movement, clean lines, simple. The logo here behind you, that was sort of my inspiration. Just keep it bold, direct, colorful, and really enhance the nature of the show. It's the jewelry, right?
Well,
you know?
speaking of colors, right? So we were a very beautiful blue before, the Tiffany blue, I guess, and now introducing more of the oranges. I'll be honest, I was not. It was hard to sell me on it when you mentioned it. How did you arrive at the color? Once I saw it, I was in love with it.
Well, I have a few tricks up my sleeve, and a lot of people who work in graphic design and animation and whatnot, like I do, we have these tools, and there's one in particular. It's called the Adobe Color Wheel or Adobe Cooler. I got some VO here for you guys to take a look at.
Look at that.
So this is the program in process, and what I did here was I was actually able to take photographs of your set. And you guys on it as well, and what this allows me to do is I can upload the photo. you'll see here in a second, and the photo comes up and it identifies key colors, right, in the photo. It'll go to the brightest colors here. In this case, it picked out your red dress that you were wearing that day, Linda. So I had to do a little bit of moving around. Now, mind you, I had like 20 different images that I was working with.
Have I got on the same dress?
Maybe.
Well, you have to now. It's a part of our set.
Yeah, right? But what this does is it gives me a color palette to work with. You see these 5 boxes along the bottom. I can go back to the color wheel, and then this tool, Adobe Color Wheel, just gives you the option for me to pick several different categories: complementary colors, compound colors, monotones, things like that, that all work with the colors that I pick directly off your set.
There was a science to it.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's really a fascinating process.
And this tool, though, I mean, I don't imagine a viewer at home has a TV show that they want to redesign, but they can use this tool the way you did.
Exactly. Well, because I discovered this tool in this process and putting it all together, and on the side, I do a lot of home remodeling, decorating, things like that.
That would be great.
Yeah, so it's a great source of inspiration. Take a picture of the room, take a picture of artwork, pop it in. This program is free, and so anybody can use it. And boom, just pick out the colors, play around with the wheel, and it's just let your imagination fly, and the colors will work.
Wow.
And we love them. They do. They work for us.
Yeah,
So,
I love modern science. Wow.
Who knew?
It's amazing what technology can do, right?
I know from knowing you for years that you're very into design. You have a very good eye. What are some? You brought a couple ideas for people that wanted to maybe spice up their homes with subscriptions.
Well, I know how much that you guys love trends here. So
Yes, we do. Yes.
obviously, subscription boxes are really hot right now.
Right.
You know, food, you get your dinner delivered every night, clothes, makeup, grooming products. So guess what? Now you can do artwork, and I think this is really cool, especially for people who are sort of indecisive about art or committing to art, or maybe do have a profound appreciation for art but want to be introduced to new artists. There's two cool subscription boxes I've stumbled on, one called Art Crate and the other one called Art Your Walls. One's based in the UK, the other here in the United States. And what they do, different levels starting at around $20 a month, they will send you these beautiful prints, many of them limited edition, so you're only getting one of maybe like 100 of them.
Okay.
And so they're unique, and you can get them framed, unframed. It just depends on the price point that you pick.
Yeah.
But again, starting at about $20, and you can watch your wall unfold over the course of a year, and you work with a curator. Both of these websites have a curator that works with you, so they get a sense of your style, and then they kind of do the work for you. And
So
then
they're not on a rotation, they're yours. They come.
So Lucas, you spruced up our screens and our walls, and people can do it at home. Thanks to Lucas. For more information about more of Lucas's projects at Hub Studios, you can visit hubstudios.com. And next, you want to mark your calendars for a special brunch coming up with your bestie, and Nikki has all the info when we come back.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future. Because while many doors open, these doors transform. They did for us. Support your local boys and girls clubs. Great futures start here.
You might feel like there's too many problems in the world, or that, you as a 15-year-old, 16-year-old can't really make a difference.
It's not always about you. It's not just one person. It's a group. It's a team.
Just that simple act is transforming someone else's life.
It's one of the best feelings in the world.
It'll just make you feel so good about yourself.
I'd do anything to convince you just to be a part of this.
Have you ever wondered what it's like to save a life? Find out by donating platelets at Suncoast Blood Bank.
I'm Haley Wilgus, ABC7. Platelets aid in the clotting process and are vital in the treatment of cancer and surgical patients, trauma victims, and critically ill newborns. It's tough to keep enough on the shelves because they only last 5 days. To donate, call this number or visit scbb.org, and you can help save a life.
ABC7 congratulates Suncoast Blood Bank on 65 years of serving our community.
The agents at SWC would like to show you pictures of all the homes that they've sold quickly for their clients. But they're just too many to show. Contact SWC today and find out for yourself. We just market your home better.
Gold fever has once again swept the nation.
And everyone is rushing to Florida to strike it doubly rich. Introducing the $5 million Gold Rush Doubler. We're doubling cash prizes for over $752 million in payouts. And 36 prizes from $1 million to $5 million. The Florida Gold Rush is on. The Florida Lottery, just imagine.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Selling your home? Insist on a 3D showcase tour from Gulf Shores Realty. Virtual tours are flat and boring and look more like a slideshow than a tour. A 3D tour from Gulf Shores Realty is like actually walking through the home without the drive. Get instant access to your next home from any device. Multiple views give homebuyers a perspective like no other. For a limited time, mention ABC7 and Gulf Shores Realty will provide a complimentary 3D tour with your new listing.
And welcome back. And we're all about our girlfriends here on Suncoast View. And what better way to celebrate our BFF than with a brunch? And Nikki, your company, Hitched and Honey, has a BFF brunch coming up. And you had one recently.
We do twice a year.
Oh, wow.
Yep, so we do at one at the end of the season and one at the beginning of season. So my girlfriend and bestie, Courtney Lauderdale, she has a company called Sunny Day Mercantile. And we wanted to create a morning that is full of bubbles and delicious food and really just appreciating our friends that hold down the fort and take our calls when we're working moms and running around crazy all the time. So.
And it's going to be November the 12th, and everyone is able to come. How do you get information about it?
So you can go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/hitchedandhoney. It's also on Eventbrite. It's held at Moat Marine out on the Keating Center balcony, so it's overlooking the water. It's a fundraiser for some of the programming that Moat has going on. And so it's everything bubbles and beach and besties.
And lots of good chef.
Yes. So Chef Ray, that's here today, is making some delicious crepes. Chef Paul Madison has made a 4-course menu. So yeah, it's going to be a beautiful morning. We're excited.
All right, so that holiday bestie brunch is coming up November the 12th at Moat Marine. And then we're going to be in the kitchen with Chef Ray coming up. We'll be right back.
ABC7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beauty Rest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
From our studios on Florida Suncoast, this is an ABC7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Haley Wilkes. Here's what we're working on for 5 o'clock. Not your typical day at school for some high school students in Sarasota County.
Sarasota Sheriff's Office!
Nice and
A group of teenagers learn firsthand what it takes to be a sheriff's deputy and answer those dangerous calls. Now taking a quick look at Suncoast Traffic Watch. Right now there is an accident in Manatee County. It is in the northbound lanes of I-75 at the US 301 exit. It is tying up traffic. Let's head over to Bob.
Well, the beautiful fall weather that we had over the weekend continuing today, a little bit warmer but still nice, and temperatures expected to once again going to be in the upper 50s in some places tomorrow morning. Upper 50s, low 60s near the beaches. The dry air that had been around is slowly sinking off to the southeast, but these are some just high clouds moving in from the west. No real threat of any rainfall here. It looks like it may stay that way through the week. Details at 5.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC7. We're here for you. At ABC7, it's all about being here for you. ABC7 News at 7 with award-winning investigative journalist Alan Cohn. In-depth reporting and debate on important issues and stories in our community with a featured topic of the day and a live roundtable discussion with community leaders and newsmakers. Plus a quick recap of the day's top stories and weather. ABC7 News at 7 weeknights. Now more than ever, we're here for you, Suncoast.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
If you're depressed, drinking, and using drugs, you may need help. And the Affordable Care Act guarantees coverage of substance abuse. Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Are you losing hope? You can recover and get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven, gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares.
Call 1-800-764-8708. That's 1-800-764-8708.
Batteries Plus bulbs keep stacks of batteries for cars, cell phones, watches, plus light bulbs for lamps, can lights, and appliances right on hand. Did I mention we also repair smartphones? Batteries Plus bulbs. Trust the plus. Visit Batteries Plus bulbs today.
Types of timber, cuts of meat, cooking times, temperatures, rubs, seasonings, sauces. You name it, they know it. That's what makes them who they are, Sonny's Pitmasters. And proud of it. Come get some baby back ribs at Sonny's Barbecue. On their own or paired with favorites like jalapeno cheddar hot links or pulled or sliced pork plus 2 sides and bread. Sonny's Barbecue. Local Pitmasters since '68.
And coming up Tuesday on Suncoast View, drug overdose is the leading cause of accidental death in the U.S. Opioid addiction is driving this drug epidemic. We'll talk to a doctor about managing chronic pain without opioids. The Suncoast newest gym will freeze you into fitness with cryotherapy. We'll explain this state-of-the-art technique, plus money matters, and actors who bake join us in the kitchen.
Well, welcome back. We're in the kitchen with one of my favorite chefs, Chef Ray LaJoy from Madison's. He's our executive pastry chef and also our catering extraordinaire. So what are we making?
We're doing crepes today, and we're going to prove how easy and simple they really are.
Right.
We're going to try to disprove that.
Yes. So as I said, I made the batter yesterday because I like it to set overnight. And I said the batter works best cold and a nice hot pan. So I've got the pans heated up.
Okay.
Put some butter in there. And if you'd like to mix that up and put 1 ladle in the pan.
1 ladle.
Just 1 ladle.
All right, come on, Linda. I'm counting on you.
No pressure.
You
Perfect.
just dump it in there, that's it?
Yep, that's it. And then put the ladle back in. We're going to give it to Nikki. You do the same thing. Now, when you put it in, you want to turn the pan. Go ahead, Linda. You want to turn the pan and make sure that's distributed evenly all over it.
So I feel
So
like
you get a
people
nice
are scared
thin. Well, people are scared of it, and I don't know why. It's really simple. As I said, the biggest trick is a Teflon nonstick pan. Okay, you put those back down for a minute. And as soon as that starts to bubble around the edge and crisp up, we're going to flip them.
Well, that's the hard part. How much
Well,
is
it's, you'll see the air bubbles and see how this is starting to dry on the edges, and this will do the same thing. And if you're really good, you can flip it right in the pan.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely not that good.
But you're not supposed to fiddle with it.
Well,
right?
you see, it is. See, this is really well.
Oh,
see, and see if I can do it. Watch me mess it up.
I'm excited.
Oh, almost.
So you're supposed to double it over, or
so you're going to flip it over, and you want to flip it over.
I was hoping Linda was going to do the flip.
Go ahead, Linda. You want to try it, Linda? Go ahead.
I want it.
We're all behind you.
You gotta like swing it back, right?
Yep. You flip it and fling it back.
I think I brought it back.
That's close enough.
I knew I wasn't good at this.
That's okay, because back here I have some already in the oven,
He
warm.
knew we were gonna mess them up.
Well, if you're actually doing more than a couple people, this is a great way to keep it. So you take a damp towel, cover it up, put it in a warm oven, and it'll stay warm until you're ready to go.
Okay.
So
Could
I have.
save this one and put it just on
could.
top?
You sure can.
Make a
There's
quick
absolutely.
sandwich.
You sure can.
Let's see.
Well,
Now,
that's
this
a
is
good
the
craft.
fun
You want to
part,
do
right?
that
The
one too?
filling?
Beth, can you straighten that one out?
Let's try.
We got to save this crepe.
There you go.
It's Save the Crepe Day.
Okay.
So I have made
I
a
think I'm making it
crepe
worse.
Suzette sauce, which is sugar, orange zest,
man.
orange
Juice.
juice. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
And then the other one is a bananas Foster, dark rum, brown sugar, bananas,
Oh, that sounds good.
I'm trying to save it. Linda gave me a task.
It's fine.
Okay, so are we going to assemble one?
We're gonna just assemble it right here. So we have everything done.
Okay.
Oh, you just fold them like,
So
okay.
these are just folded. A crepe doesn't always have to be filled.
Okay.
These are not filled crepes.
Can I put that over this?
You sure can.
This is a very hot dish.
Here, I'll hold it.
Oh, that's so hot. What are you doing?
I have baker's hands. I have no feeling in my fingertips
My
anymore.
mom used to say that about a mother's hands. She lost
Is
the
that
feeling in the
enough or
fingers.
That's short. You put it
Oh, that
all there.
looks
You
good.
go.
Put it all in.
There you go.
Look at
This is
She
a
wants
hard
it all.
job.
I think
Come on.
that's a lot.
That's a lot? That's
right.
not enough.
It's not enough?
Okay. We'll leave one.
All right.
There.
And I fixed this one.
There you go. You did.
Now, Chef Ray, these are not on the regular menu at Madison's,
Here, Linda.
but they are for your special event.
we need some of his
we do
cream.
crepe stations a lot when we do our catering events. So you would come up and we'd have a set up, and then we would make them to order whatever you wanted. We'd have assorted fillings, assorted sauces.
Speaking of, could you walk us through just a few of the crepes that you have?
Sure.
up front?
This one is my pumpkin mousse. It's topped with a little bit of caramel and candied walnuts.
You might need to bring that one down.
Yeah, we
here.
might need that
This
one.
one is strawberries and cream,
I
and then
like
I
that
have a little hot fudge that I drizzled on top. And then this one is the savory, and I've sauteed some onions, spinach, mushrooms, and feta cheese, and then a little bechamel on top of that.
They sound wonderful. All right, well, we're going to dig into these crepes. Thank you, Chef Ray.
Oh, you're
Nikki,
welcome.
thank
Thank
you
you.
for
Of
being
course,
with us.
yes.
Of course.
And we're having a great time. We're going to
digging
get
in.
into the crepes. Stephanie will be back tomorrow. Don't forget, take time and enjoy the Suncoast
Oh, this
view.
is so good.
From going in.
Cheers, Ray.